Jenna, 20 days into the war, Ukrainians continue to fight back as Russian forces turn to bombing more civilians, and concern grows about potential chemical attacks.
Look at the destruction here to this multi-story apartment building.
This early morning missile strike in the heart of Kyiv, killing one and wounding several others, among the latest Russian assaults on Ukraine. A 3-day curfew now in effect in the capital city. Russian forces pounding away here and in other cities across the country.
Since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, they have launched about 900 missiles into the country.
Images released by the Ukrainian military reveal tactics now being deployed by Putin. Shell-shocked residents under siege with limited or no access to power, food, or water.
We've had indiscriminate attacks time and again on critical infrastructure, particularly water has been targeted. 9
evacuation corridors are now open again after a brief pause Monday. Of the 3 million refugees fleeing Ukraine, half are children. That's nearly one child becoming a refugee every second. As peace talks resume, Russia and Ukraine are keeping a fragile diplomatic path open, but no word of progress.
It's to Russia's advantage to continue to try and negotiate, to show that they're a willing participation in the negotiations themselves, but it also buys them time on the battlefield.
Standing with Ukraine, leaders from 3 EU and NATO countries in Kyiv to meet with President Zelensky. Fear the war could spill beyond Ukraine's borders is growing after a strike on a military base just miles from the Polish border.
An attack on one ally will trigger the response from the whole alliance, and we are there to protect and defend every inch of NATO allied territory.
In Canada, a standing ovation for President Zelensky, who told Parliament to put themselves in the shoes of Ukrainians.
Dear Justin, dear guests, can you imagine that every day you receive memorandums about the number of casualties, including among women and children?
Meanwhile, Zelensky is calling on Russian troops to surrender, in his nightly address saying they will be treated decently.
And on Capitol Hill tomorrow, Zelensky will appear virtually to address members of Congress. Jenna and John.